Are you thinking about buying a home in 2023? If so, you need to be aware of how interest rates and home values impact your wallet. In this video, we will break down the cost of buying a home in 2022 versus 2023. What's up, Chris?
Hey, hey.
Hey. We've been having lots of conversations about what it looks like buying in 2023 with
Yeah,
slightly higher interest rates. Prices on homes have stabilized, come down a little bit, but a lot of people talking about waiting for these interest rates to drop, waiting for home values or pricing to drop. And we wanted to get on here today, basically show you the math on what it looks like if you had bought this, last year, possibly, in the middle of the summer. I think the rates were 4 to 5%. Now we're up in the six or so percent. But anyway,
yeah,
want to show the calculator, let you show
for
the
sure.
people what a mortgage rate looked like buying a $500,000 house last year versus if you went and looked at that $500,000 house today. So let's
Yeah,
take a look at that, see what it looks like on the old
absolutely.
calculator.
No, absolutely. And there's different, there's different things online. I've seen, I had put out a calculator a couple months back, right, when home prices really started to kind of trickle down. Um, and at the end of the day, it's the conversation of people just hear 6 or 7% mortgage rates, and automatically buyers are off the fence. They're not they're not looking to purchase a home right now. It's too expensive. And again, at the end of the day, that's what they're hearing from the media,
Yeah.
right? The sky's falling, the housing bubble's about to burst. It's the worst time to buy. It freaks everybody out, right?
Yep.
But when you really start putting pen to paper, which we don't have pens and paper anymore, but when you really start, crunching the numbers here, it's definitely not as bad as they would make it seem. So, yeah, we can just dive right in. So, yeah, I just did some quick calculations. So, a $500,000 home, just like you mentioned, if you would have purchased it in 2022 versus right now in 2023, that $500,000 home last year, I think when you and I were doing the market update videos that we do, the peak I think of home prices was like 10% over list last year, right? So that $500,000 home, at a minimum, you are offering $50,000 over that $500,000 home price, right? So that is the example that we've given here. So a $500,000 home last year at just a 4.5% interest rate would have cost you right at $2,229.42 if you would have purchased it last year, right? So that $500,000 home, you would have offered 550. If you did, let's just say 20% down payment, those are the numbers that you're looking at. Versus right now, right, that same $500,000 home, we're seeing, and you can probably speak to this, better than I can, but I think we're seeing 6, 8, 10% in some areas under list, and oftentimes what that consists of, right, is you're still purchasing the home at $500,000, but maybe you're asking for um, concessions. You're wanting the
Yes.
seller to pay your closing costs, pay for a 2-1 buy down, you do some repairs that they maybe weren't considering. So all of these things, we're kind of factoring in there. But at the end of the day, that $500,000 home this year is going to cost you right around 450,000, right? So if you purchase that home for 450, you put 20% down at a 6.5% interest rate, which is around about where rates are currently. That is going to cost you $2,275.44. So yeah, the big thing I think we wanted to just show everyone was, and again, this is principal and interest, right? This doesn't factor in property taxes or home insurance. But if you're purchasing a home now at the higher interest rates, that is going to cost you a whopping $46.02 per month more. So again, we wanted to come on here and burst all these mythical bubbles of it's going to cost you significantly more, and it's all these other things. At the end of the day, it's less than $50 difference because again, you're getting the home under essentially under market versus what they were selling for last year.
Yeah, exactly. We've got clients, they're buying in a neighborhood that, last summer the homes in there were going for anywhere 700 to 800,000. Their home, was listed at 625, and we got it for a significant discount from that. So what Chris is saying is true. We just wanted to get on here, show you the actual math that with the decrease in home pricing right now, the market's stabilizing. Nobody's, the bottom's not falling out, it's not crashing. But if you're in the market at this moment, you can get some seller concessions. You can get some things off the list price that you could not have imagined doing 8 months ago to
Yeah,
a year ago. So
right.
anyway, I think showing the math, showing that being able to get into a house for basically $49 more a month, not thousands like some people are thinking, not
Right.
even hundreds of dollars. What's 49 times 12 on your calculator?
46 times 12, that's an extra $552 more per year.
Yeah, probably spend that monthly on coffee. So,
Well, and not only that, right? I mean, we all fully expect interest rates to continue to come down, this year. So there's ultimately there's still going to be an opportunity to refinance, right? And then you'll be
yeah,
able to get that, get that 6.5% rate lower, right? It could be it could go back down to the 4.5 levels. It could be 5%. I think is where we're kind of expecting rates to kind of normalize at, right? Where the days of 2% and 3% mortgages are long gone, for a while at least,
yeah,
and maybe forever. But yeah, I think the new normal of mortgage rates is going to be in that 5% range,
okay,
which we could see, by the end of the year, if not maybe a little bit sooner. So it doesn't mean you're stuck there. You always have an opportunity to, to refinance and take advantage of a
yeah,
lower interest rate down the road.
yeah. I've
But
always
no, what you can't do, right, is go back in time and purchase, because here's the flip side to that is as interest rates continue to decrease, the demand of buyers that actually need a home has not gone away,
yeah,
right? A lot of the buyers have just kind of, gotten back on the fence, and they're holding off on purchasing. But the reality is, as interest rates come down, the demand is going to increase, and then obviously we're going to find ourselves back in a similar
yeah.
situation
Gonna
we
be
were
right back.
last year.
Yeah, gonna be right back up in the top scenario where you're paying 5 to 10% over the list price versus maybe 5% under. So,
Yep.
um, now is definitely the time to get on the homeownership boat
Yep.
and get moving towards that.
Yeah, get off the fence. This is, again, we, between the Oldhams and I, we pride ourselves on not. This isn't a pitch, right? This isn't a sales thing. This is, again, we want to improve the financial situation of families, right? And one of the best ways to do that is through home ownership. We've talked about it time and time again. There's, tax benefits. You can write off the interest that you pay on your mortgage, on your taxes. You definitely can't do it. Do that for rent. You can't write off your rent. Your interest is tax deductible. Your property taxes are tax deductible. So there's just any energy improvements that you put on the home are tax deductible. So there's these massive tax benefits that no one really talks about or thinks about until you purchase a home, right?
Yeah,
So those are the things that ultimately, if you're renting as a renter, you don't have the ability to take those discounts. So you're paying more than someone that is a homeowner, and they have the ability to take those deductions.
exactly. All right, man. Appreciate it. We'll get
Yeah,
back on again soon.
awesome. See you later.